would I lie to you? Why 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 would I lie to you? Live RMTWB. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Why would I lie to you? Hey, let's go. TWB, think with Bookmaps, baby. Let's get it. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Alex, guys, you are trading on liquidity and order flow. You gotta know the flow. Live setups, bro, that's all you need. Pro insights, how you get them profits up. He ain't trying to be your mentor. He ain't trying to sell you a course. He's here to show you what you never see before. Once you get it, it's a cheat code. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Cas beats on the beat. Late shift, blue light, all night, TWB on. If you're still here, you're part of the song. Think with Bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the bubbles blow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with Bookmaps, trust that chat. Slow control, no FOMO, Ryan Mac teaches that. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. London sky dark, but the chat run bright. Moms, dads, grinders, all online tonight. ES too slow, NQ trying to steal the show. We just watch tape, keep the risk real or the flow. Listen and sing with me on a beat. Cars, trades, a schizo, then it dumps back down. GG community, scam a Ponzi. I love trading, smash the light. From first bell ring to the late night close. Same core crew, yeah, everybody knows. Think with Bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the candles glow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with Bookmaps, trust that data, slow control, no FOMO, just it. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. TWB on. If you're still here, you're part of the song. Think with Bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the bubbles blow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with Bookmaps, trust that chat. Slow control, no FOMO, Ryan Mac teaches that. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. London sky dark, but the chat run bright. Moms, dads, grinders, all online tonight. ES too slow, NQ trying to steal the show. We just watch tape, keep the risk real or the flow. Listen and sing with me on a beat. Cars, trades, a schizo, then it dumps back down. GG community. Scam a Ponzi, I love trading, smash the lie. From first bell ring to the late night close. Same core crew, yeah, everybody knows. Think with Bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the candles glow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with Bookmaps, trust that data, slow control, no FOMO. Stand it. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right, everybody's favorite community. The Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Yeah, Think with Bookmaps community, man. It's the TWB community. It's the TWB community, man. Yeah, it's the TWB community. Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. All these guys are saying where the females at, man. I'm saying, bro, what are you on about, man? I'm trying to trade futures in here, bro. We trade futures, man. This is futures trading. If you wanna go find a girlfriend, then go on Tinder, bro. Go on Tinder, go on Hinge. Go on some other app, bro. We trade futures in here. Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps community, man.
Goodness gracious. I'm such a noob. Good morning. I was rolling the song for a minute. I was talking on the phone. What's happening, K-Mac the Farmer? So luckily I had the music rolling to start us off. Good morning. We got about 5 minutes before we get started here. Sometimes I gotta get a new mic. Gotta get a new mic. If I keep rolling with this every morning, you know, I will. Just a matter of time. Gotta get a new camera. Got a different light up for the meantime. Let's see if we can't readjust that. Just this light. So. Well, last night was a chopper, huh? Chop chop. Macdicator's giving away some clues here. We got 25 651 75, and then we have 25 832 75. It looks like NFP for the pre-market wanted to pop, and then we popped up. Obviously we've retraced that already, coming back down to 25 687 open. Usually typically opens have lately been the dump off, but it's been dumping. So Supreme Court rules on tariffs at 10 a.m. Beware, be careful. Let's look at silver. Look at silver. What's going on with silver? Ay. We're back up there at 78.61. Just sold off for like $7 and bounced. It's hitting a resistance right here, 78.90, 150. No gaps up there. My goodness, bull flag. Higher low. Go make a higher high, break all-time highs. Yeah, that might happen. Looking kind of strong to go. Continue up. Just look at gold. What's gold doing? 4,500, 45. I mean, man, who should have mortgaged the house like 20 years ago? Goodness gracious, just buy gold. Who thinks we make it back to 4,600? Look at the ES. ES, what are you doing today, ES? Well, you know, got a pretty indecisive doji. If we can get that to curl back up to 7K, break it. You're gonna break this. They want to break this top. Man, I hate to say it, but Supreme Court might be like, we can't do nothing. They won't. Futures, the problem with futures is they just switch that out with cash contracts anyway. They cash them out. Most of the time futures are just cashed out. So yeah, they won't be able to deliver, and we all know that, but we want the money instead. That's what some will say. Some, you know, to be honest with you, I was sitting on 100%. I would want to get rid of it. Like if I bought silver at $40 on that contract, I don't want to. I would just cash me out so I could buy Bitcoin or something. Let's look at RTY. Ooh, whoa, all-time highs. You can't sit here and say that indices are not there. We are open for business. Let's go. Dumping right back down. Here we go. Testing the previous day close. Ooh, contracts are expensive. Expensive today. All right, so we just came through, tapped the top of this gap. We're not done yet, so I don't trust that this will stay up there. But we might do one of these off of it and then back up, or we might break through it, dump down to. Thank you. Best day starts with coffee, man. All right, there you go. There's the wick down into that. Options. We got volume at 3,000 at 621 on the puts. Hold on. Oh, 6,000. Puts looking heavy. Oh man, we got heavy puts on volume till back to 615. A little expensive though. They are expensive this morning. Here we go, right back up. Touch that gap, jump, boom. Getting like 20-point candles here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the horses. What are we trying to do? Yeah. Right back up, going right back up to the moon. Going to test that 200 EMA. What are the rest of the indices doing? We're all green today for the most part. No, I can't catch it. Can't seem to catch it where I want it. Oh, we're just pushing right up. Pushing, push.
No, I don't get it.
Right to the moon. Straight up. No hesitation. Back to 800. I'd go right back up to this pivot if you guys are long. Hmm.
I can't even hear you.
It's Friday. It is Friday.
Hey, what's next? I don't know. Let's connect it to my pen.
If we can't stay above this 200 EMA. ES is pulling down. Yep. See if we can't keep it lower, going lower. See if we close below the 200 EMA. We'll see if he's pushing down. Back to the VWAP. On a bid down there, huh? Making that higher low, it seems. Or lower high is the worst. I think lower high, yeah, lower high. Now we just needed to curl down a little bit. Come back to the VWAP, testing that 200 EMA for resistance. Oh, big old green candle all the way back up. Goodness. All right, let's see what we got here. US is not letting us go higher. Kind of stuck here at the 200. Oh man, dumping off. Yeah, stay here for 22. Oh, below the VWAP already on the ES. Selling off like crazy. Oh my, what a candle on NQ. Pops back up. It's normal, right? Normal for it to pop back up. There's the jump up on that support from low of day. 69.68. Retesting the 200 VWAP in this candle here. Let's see if we can get that back down to low of day. Probably not. Got the NQ on the right and ES here, so back up. Back at 25,709. 717 roughly. Let's see if we can't retest the VWAP there. If we broke it, let's see where we go from here. Yes, it's still pulling away. See if we can retest this wick down here, these lows. Then break this pivot, 701. Well, finding support at 687. Yeah, these candles are big today. Oof.
Friday, get off school. I'd like to eat, so
Coming up on 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. What we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Breaking VWAP again. Made a lower high. See if we close below VWAP here. No. See if this candle closes below VWAP. Ooh, back to low of day. Wow. The ES doing same thing. Two, one. Where are we closing? Right there. Back up. About 3 minutes. 3 minutes. When we get to the top of the hour. Staying below the pivot on the ES. The NQ. Above a pivot. But below the VWAP. So get that thing that's flip over. All right, we got 50 seconds till we got the top of the hour. It'd be 10 a.m. Eastern. Nine a.m. Central. Let's go. Here we go. 15 seconds. Apparently some tariff news is supposed to be coming out. There we go. Oh my goodness. Just kind of trending up here, right underneath the VWAP. ES, let's see. ES is on the 200. See if we can't get below the VWAP, close below. We come back to these gaps down here, 690, 960. Yes, got more gaps below than the NQ. I mean, ES can afford a pullback, right?
No, we're eating them for school snack.
Oh, wow. I guess. One way to liquidate puts. Where's that Supreme Court ruling? ABG, what's up?
Leave it. Got it. Stuff on.
What was that? What was that all about? What the heck? You shot right up. Dumped. Oh my goodness. Postponed ruling. Got it. Postponed. Of course they would. They're like, it's Friday, let the market dump off, and then we'll make the ruling. Back to low of day on ES. We got NQ pushing for previous day close. Gotta get below that pivot.
Yeah.
Nice dump off. Rejection of the 200 here. The VWAP broke it. Now let's see if this pivot wants to break.
Where's the truck, Scotty? Bye.
All right, running this thing back down. Oh my, dumped. Let's see if we get below previous session low. Down here at 25,648. I mean, we hovered around 625 for a while. So I wouldn't be shocked if we go there. If we break that. Just fall into Valhalla. I wonder if we retest this pivot, retest this price here, 25,686. If we keep pulling back. Still dumping off. Yeesh. Yeah, we broke it. See where we go from here. Let's influence it with the ES. Aye. Red gap one. Pivot. Down here we got support in the ES. 56. 50. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Just pulling back. We're rejecting all-time highs on the ES. That looks like a rejection to me, man. Even when we look at the daily. Yeah. Not ready yet. Not ready yet. I'm gonna keep falling. I think it's gonna keep falling, guys. But first, a retest. We need to retest this area right here. And then Q. Pivot. ES hit a pivot. 58. Kind of was the wall. There's a gap there. 960. Next gap is down here at 931. We have a pivot here. We got to break this pivot here, this low, and the ES. Let's see if we can draw some lines here. This one, that one, that one, and that one. We'll see if we get through those. If we don't get through this bounce here. Nah. Wow. Just pop right back up. Here we go. See if we reject the 200 EMA. We still have gaps up here that we can go get. That was just a lower low. So, I mean, wait for bulls to get in and just pump this thing to the moon. Good morning, 6-yard trader. No news on tariffs, so all right. Let's take a short position here. Mark it in. 35 points back to the pivot. Might bounce, but Mm-mm. Nope. Long. Something wrong with my head. Can't seem to get it right these days. I don't know what happened. Something broke. So I can't be taking trades just on paper, and really it's just even paper trades are crapping out on me. Something broke. There's been a reset in my mind. It happens, you know, it does happen for any trader. Like they gotta take a walk away from the market for a week or two, maybe even longer, just to kind of revamp, restructure themselves so they can see the market properly. Can't even see it properly on paper. Yeah, we can go up to this pivot here and reject. In the meantime, we wait. Listen to some music a little bit. Anybody want to hear some music for a minute? I do.
TWB on. If you're still here, you're part of the song. Think with bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the bubbles blow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Hey. Think with bookmaps, trust that chat. Slow control, no FOMO, Ryan Mac teaches that. If you're here for the climb, not just the hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. London sky dark, but the chat run bright. Mom's, dad's, grinders, all online tonight. ES too slow, NQ trying to steal the show. We just watch tape, keep the risk real or the flow. Listen and sing with me on a beat. Cars, trades a schizo, then it dumps back down. GG community, scam a Ponzi. I love trading, smash the light. From first bell ring to the late night close. Same core crew, yeah, everybody knows. Think with bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the candles glow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with bookmaps, trust that data, slow control, no FOMO. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. community that think with bookmaps, think with bookmaps, think with bookmaps. Community is the think with book.
Is Alex doing a shout out over there for me? Alex doing a shout out. Shoot. Shout out to Alex Live TWB. Much appreciated. Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe if you so do choose to. We got a couple of gaps up at 25,832 right here at the on the Macdicator. We got pivot 25,835. We could run up to 25,911 today, which would be pretty cool. Running back to all-time highs. Looking at the daily, you know, usually this is a pretty indecisive daily candle, but they want to come back up, so I bet you they're jealous that the ES is just about in its all-time highs. 7,000 on the ES. Kind of getting that going. So we'll see if we continue or just project pre-market highs. Very unusual day. It's Friday. All right, clearing out those imbalances here, these price gap imbalances. See if we can't man, it wicked it and then dumped off. There we go. Through the roof. POC just moved. There's POC, back it right up. Long. Take a vote in the NQ book chat. Let's see how it responds to the pivot here. Going straight up, ES, going straight up. Nothing stopping that one. Man, back to 7,000. Yeah, I love that. Can't hit the long button, stay flat. We're gonna get through this wall, 62.50. And Scott's winning too much. Scott, it's okay to win. It's okay to win. All right, we want it to bounce off this pivot. There's a gap here, 823. Just one tick. If anybody was playing that short, look to get out right there, 822.75. Definitely got to break this pivot to do so. Otherwise, this is finding support. Would like to have seen this go green if it wanted to continue. But it doesn't matter what I like, right? Doesn't matter. Yeah, they want to run this up. Let's go along. So I'm not in this trade yet. But let's set it up for 59 points. Right there, 57 points. New minute. Come on, come get my entry. 854. Go long. Ah, man. You guys looking for a prop firm? Lucid, 5 days to pay out. We got a good one. Apex right now is 80% off with $35 resets. You're looking for a solid prop firm. Blue Sky's not bad either. If you want to trade stocks on Blue Sky, you can. They have a prop firm for that. Hit the links. Let me see if Nightbot wants to kick that all in. Thank you, Nightbot. Much appreciated. No, no, I'm not in. This hasn't taken yet. I was trying to get it at 25,854. No ruling on tariffs. Yeah, it's Greco. We're at all-time highs again, pretty much. We're getting there anyway for most indices. You know, the ES and the NQ are lagging behind a little bit, but Rusty is there. The Dow's there. Gold and silver are to the moon. Just J and K looking solid, so let's see if it gets me in here at this 5-9 EMA for bounce. It's just kind of fading to the right. It's flat in this particular area. It might not let me in. When this touches, I'll lock it into place. See if we can't get some points out of it. And I don't want that 33. Nope, not in it yet. There it goes. There it's in. We're in. We'll lock it right there. Might just dump off and show me who's boss. Might come get me. Nope. Should have traded to this gap. It's okay. Gotta let the trade play out, right?
Late shift, blue light, all night, TWB on. If you're still here, you're Think with book maps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the bubbles blow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Hey. Think with book maps, trust that chat. Slow control, no FOMO, Ryan Mac teaches that. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. London sky dark, but the chat run bright. Mom's, dad's, grinders, all online tonight. ES too slow, NQ trying to steal the show. We just watch tape, keep the risk real or the flow. Listen and sing with me on a beat. Cars, trades a schizo, then it dumps back down. GG community, scam a Ponzi. I love trading, smash the light. From first bell ring to the late night close. Same core crew, yeah, everybody knows. Think with book maps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the candles glow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with book maps, trust that data, slow control, no FOMO. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. Welcome to Think with Book Maps, where we trade futures in a blink with book maps. And for that dough you gotta think with book maps. It's book maps, it's book maps, it's book maps. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right, everybody's favorite community. The Think with Book Maps, Think with Book Maps, Think with Book Maps community. It's the Think with Book Maps, Think with Book Maps, Think with Book Maps community. Think with Book Maps, Think with Book Maps, Think with Book Maps community. Think with Book Maps, Think with Book Maps, Think with Book Maps community. Yeah, Think with Book Maps community, man. It's the TWB community. It's the TWB community, man.
Thanks, Hydro King. Worked hard on it. I mean, I remember when I had like, it looked like a lemonade stand. Literally, like I looked like I drew on paper and said for sale. You know, lemonade for sale. So it's come a long way. It's come a long way. Want it to be professional, obviously. Kind of figured we stop here for a minute. Still kind of pushing lower. Is there a target down here? The only target I would see that we'd have is right here at 25,775 if we want to continue lower. The ES doing, selling off right to the pivot. There you go. That's what I flipped over to. The ES has a pivot. Let's see how the 200 EMA and the VWAP want to hold up. They want to hold up on the ES. The NQ breaking that area here. These guys are pissed. Right here to the left. I'd be mad. I'd be mad too.
don't guess here, we just let it go. Watching Bookmap like it's painting truth. Every level tell a story, every flash got proof. I've seen traders break down trying to chase that move, but we sit still even when the price gets loose.
Gonna run to the comfort room, bathroom, beer bag.
Difference between love and hate. It's not just lines, it's the way you breathe. TV30B taught me how to trade and leave. Think with Bookmaps, don't just feel. Most want frills, but this game's too real. One clean setup, that's the deal. This ain't about luck, it's how you heal. Mind sharp, wrist light, wrist tight. Streaming live, but my head's on right. Let the world rush, I stay calm. Found my edge in the quiet, not the storm. Sometimes I stare up at the chart for an hour straight. No trade, no stress, just protecting fate. Most lose fast, trying to move like greats, but greatness waits, that's the part they fake. Seen people blow bags off a single loss. Ego loud when you don't know the cost. Alex talking, I just take the notes. Every word hit different when your soul's that close. I don't need hype, I just need that zone. I don't need signals, I can see it on my own. Flow with the tape, heart on chill. Master the mind, that's the real skill. Think with Bookmaps, feel that pace. T-P-O-V-B fam, we don't chase. Price don't lie, you just gotta see that patience is profit eventually. Protect that peace, don't trade to impress. Most just flex, but they trade in stress. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too. Think with Bookmaps, don't just feel. Most want thrills, but this game's too real. One cleans up, that's the deal. This ain't about luck, it's how you heal. Mind sharp, wrist light, wrist tight. Streaming live, but my head's on right. Let the world rush, I stay calm. Found my edge in the quiet, not the storm. Sometimes I stare at the chart for an hour straight. No trade, no stress, just protecting fate. Most lose fast, trying to move like greats, but greatness waits, that's the part they face. Seen people blow bags off a single loss. Ego loud when you don't know the cost. Alex talking, I just take the notes. Every word hit different when your soul's that close. I don't need hype, I just need that zone. I don't need signals, I can see it on my own. Flow with the tape, heart on chill. Master the mind, that's the real skill. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too. TWB, think with Bookmaps, baby. Let's get it. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you're missing, what you waiting for. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Alex guys, you are trading on liquidity and order flow. You gotta know the flow. Live setups, bro, that's all you need. Pro insights, how you get them profits up. He ain't trying to be your mentor. He ain't trying to sell you a course. He's here to show you what you never see before. Once you get it, it's a cheat code. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Why would I lie to you? 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 Gas beats on the vibe. TWB, we locked in. Yeah, charts run deep when the lights go low. Alex on stream, letting all of it show. No hype, no cap, just the honest flow. We don't guess here, we just let it go. Watching Bookmap like it's painting truth. Every level tell a story, every flash got proof. I've seen traders break down trying to chase that move, but we sit still even when the price gets loose. You see red, you panic, we see red, we wait. Discipline the difference between love and hate. It's not just lines, it's the way you breathe. WB taught me how to trade and lead. Think with Bookmaps, don't just feel. Most want thrills, but this game's too real. One clean setup, that's the deal. This ain't about luck, it's how you heal. Mind sharp, wrist light, wrist tight. Streaming live, but my head's on right. Let the world rush, I stay calm. Found my edge in the quiet, not the storm. Sometimes I stare at the chart for an hour straight. No trade, no stress, just protecting fate. Most lose fast trying to move.
All right, so we're finding support here from all this down here to go higher. And I drew a line here at 25,774. Kind of figured we want to bounce there. Back to 25,800. Let's confluence it with the QQQ, see if the QQQ is giving us any signals down here. We got, oh man, of course, the Macdicator wins again. Look at this 3-cent gap on the QQQ that we bounced off of for low of day. Golly. If you're not looking at the right stuff, you won't catch the right move. Can you believe that? You just bounced right there off a low day. Boom. 3-cent gap. 3-cent gap, push it up that high. And we got a 1-cent gap up here at 625 on the QQQ. Got a pivot right here that we're rejecting on QQQ. Gotta confluence these things. You got to. You can't just assume NQ is the only thing. We got QQQ. Of course, though. Macdicator for the freaking win. Imagine you went long right there. Boom. Right back up. Just even on the NQ. It's very important you can look at these two when you're trading them. Same thing with ES SPY. Gotta look at both of them. Gotta look at both of them. You know, it's absolutely very important. It's worth every cent that you have. I mean, really, we're using money to make money, okay? So why wouldn't you confluence it with another chart? Obviously, that's what a trader would do, but I failed to look at why we bounced here. And that happens. So you learn from your mistake, ingrain it in your trade plan to make sure you look at all instances to influence and make sure that your trade that you're trading, even if it is a prop firm cash account, otherwise you're just shooting away, shooting for birds with a 12 gauge shotgun. Not that I'm saying, you know, we got to eat, but you know, it's like can't go duck hunting. Just can't shotgun trades all over the place just because you feel like you want to get in a trade. You gotta know what you're doing, and it's pretty calculated. You can, for the most part, at least statistically, get 80% of it right. I mean, what's the worst that would have happened if you would have went long down here? I mean, even though it doesn't show a gap up here, there is a gap up here on the QQQ. I'd like to see this market dump off personally, but that's only because I'm short on puts. But, you know, you can hedge it with futures and go long. Finding support on the 200 EMA. Let's look at QQQ. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. Let's see what we got on the QQQ. Support on the 200, pivot above us on the 623. Friday. It's Friday. Next week, we got a Lucid Challenge I got coming up. 150K account from Monday to Pro. From Monday to Friday challenge. We're going to try that out. Right now, it's 30% off on the 25K and 50K. It's actually... it's 35% off. I'm sorry. That's a... There you go. The 25K and 50Ks. All other plans are 30%. Use RMTWB. If you want to join me in the 150K challenge, by all means, I'll be here every morning open next week with that 150K challenge. Want to join me? I got to make. I think I said I got to make at least $9,000 to pass it, $2,000 in the first day. So you get the PA same time that you pass it. So you gotta make $2,000 that day on a funded. But we're gonna take a payout. We're gonna work our way to a payout on Friday. Well, $3,000 is the payout max on 150K. So if you guys running 50Ks and resetting them, just maybe it's time to move up, step up your game a little bit. If you're blowing 50Ks left and right, you need to size in with that same size and with just a bigger account. Don't let that $9,000 scare you. It can be done. I mean, $9,000 really truly is for 10 points, for 15 points and 10 minis, it's about $3,000. Okay. So today we've already moved from this pivot here up good significant amount. Let's say in the ES or the NQ, we've moved up 165 points. So that's a passer. This right here in one trade would pass you. And really, essentially, it's about 45 points with 10 minis. With 5 minis to pass it, you're looking at, 90 points. So can that be done in a day? Yeah, absolutely. Even if you take 4 trades at 15-point TPs, you got it right. So next week, I'll be doing that. I'll even post it up on my live stream so you guys can watch with me. And join me, whatever you guys want. Check it out. But if you keep blowing 50Ks, might I suggest you move to a higher eval price. 100K maybe is the next step up, but I don't like the the loss limit of only 3K on the 100Ks. So I moved to the 150s. Gives you that extra 1,500 bucks. But if you keep blowing 50Ks, I see it. I see you guys resetting and buying. Maybe move to the 100K. And don't worry about profit. Just trade your setup. You last a little longer in the account. And you know what? If you catch the right move, you'll make money. Well, I don't understand why. It's like I do horrible in 50Ks. When I stepped up to 150Ks, I've gotten payouts. See the difference? It's different. You know, I haven't taken a 50K payout months, years, because of my new thought process about money. So it's just like, yeah, 50Ks of $90, $102 a pop, but it might be better to pay the extra $100. I mean, even the extra $50 on top of that, the extra $259 for the Pro, the 150K Pro. If you guys are continuing to buy 50Ks and blowing them, it's not it just pull the trigger on the 259 and or the 200, because that's what the eval cost is, RMTWB. But you know, and I'm not asking you to spend more money on a prop when you think you could do it with a 50, but if you're just striking out with a 50K, try the next step up, or just go to the top level there. It's you might show that you could take something a little bit better. And I'm not saying that so you can spend more money. What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, you get a higher payout request of $3,000. You obviously are striking out in a 50K if you are. You know, I'm not saying that you are, but you know, you'd be able to hold a little longer through your setup and try the same setup. Try a different size account and do the same setup. And just because you have a bigger account doesn't mean that you would just hold longer. You just continue your setup and continue doing that. QQQ looks like we're gonna come back and clean up this gap that we made back here. Look at that 1 cent gap pulled right back to it. I want to see if it reverses here, makes a double top, dumps off, or you know, it's still early, 10 o'clock. Yeah, definitely agree with you, Wag. Magnificent. It's been good price action for sure. See, look at that support line. It's 25,775. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. To answer that question, yes, Wag. I'm in 8:15. Well, 9:15 a.m. Eastern every morning. I'm gonna try to make it. So, every morning. Yeah. So I'm gonna, and then I'll be here for an hour, maybe two. Today it's Friday, so I'll probably chop it up at like 11, 12 noonish today. But yeah, I'm gonna be here whether I'm trading or not. Right now I'm on a break. I did buy some puts this morning, but didn't work out. IB crushed it. But yeah, I'll be here. Just I'm kind of fading out of trading, extended trading hours. I'm doing a 150K Lucid challenge next week. So I gotta make about, we'll see if we blow it or hit my daily loss limit. I'm doing a pro. So on the Lucid. So, and then of course I was just obviously saying, and you know, if you keep striking out on 50Ks, move up to the 100K. If you think that 100K just doesn't cut it because of the value for drawdown, I know that the value to drawdown for 100K isn't much better. You just might as well spend the extra $50 and buy 150K. So, and that's when I actually took my first payout back in the prop firm game just recently. So it was 150K. I've yet to relive the 50K payout. My size is just too big and my strategy is too wide, so it needs to be 150K. So it's better just to spend the 250. Besides, it's like, if you think of it, at the money calls or puts, right? In options. Why would, if the price is moving in that direction, why wouldn't you buy it? Even if it is $4, $5, $6, $10 a contract on options. Same concept. You're gonna make money. Rather than buying it ITM, you know, out of the money, OTM, you know, just yeah. Yeah. Rage has a lot of, yeah. Rage Quitter is a good trader. Freaking smart too. Yeah, exactly. I'm right. No, I hear you. Why we do prop firms? Some people don't get it because it's like, oh well, if I took that trade in the cash account, you'd be able to get all that those funds. But then you take another trade, you run into a high a little bit on a cash account. I can attest to that. But prop firm, you take your profit and you walk away. And then in 8 days, 5 days, however many days it takes for your prop firm to pay out, some of them are same day. You know, it's very less stressful. You know, you take your TP and walk away. Why? Well, first off, you already know you can't withdraw the money. Second off, you're only risking the money you paid for the prop and the activation, if depending on your prop. And then what? You know, cash, sometimes you have to go to cash in order for you to reset the mine, but it's not a bad thing. Both of them are both great. You're gonna have both of those concepts in place. You could do both, obviously, at the same time as well. And no stress off your back. Like, yeah, you can reset and redo, but I'm just saying, like, some people don't understand props, so they get into a 50K and they stay in a 50K and they keep striking out, blowing the account, buying. You know, they're $100 a pop. I get it. Just spend the 250 and get the 150K. You know. Yeah, cash locks you in quick. Yeah, that's true too. But it's like you can lose it. Like right now, I'm down on puts right now. Not a good thing, but in fact, there's no coming back to my puts ever today. In fact, I should just take my loss at what it's at right now. But it's only 10 o'clock. But this is such a trend Friday that they will be worthless by the end of the day, first off. And they're barely worth anything now. And there's no point in adding into it because we ain't coming back to 25,648 yet. We got a gap up here that we're reaching for at 25,911. Someone call 911. That would be the next hit there. And we just went up over 100 points. Actually, we just went up 100 points in the last 15 minutes. So 250K you can get on Blue Sky. Blue Sky has a 250K. So a 200K growth is a static drawdown. There's a static on it for negative 2K, and then a 300K is 5K for a drawdown. But the profit goals are Apex has 250Ks too. And then there's stocks. You can buy stocks. There's a stock prop firm on Blue Sky as well. You can actually buy Nvidia. You can actually buy that. Oh, on the statics on Blue Sky for 200K, 6K. 6K. We only get 2 minis on a static. And then on the 300K, you get 5 minis and a 20K profit goal on a static. And then they have 100Ks with how many minis do you get with that one? On a premium, profit goal is 6K. I mean, it's real simple to get $6,000 on a moving day. But and then instant funding, you can get 5 minis. But right now, the launch plans have a deal right now for you get under 59 bucks, under $100. But yeah, 2 minis, yeah, 250 and a 300K, yeah, statics. Yeah, $225 right now. If you use my link, and I don't know, you probably haven't already, on a Blue Sky. And then if you're good, they'll push you over to live cash. Blue Sky doesn't like to mess around with that. But you just take your time with it. It's get out of that mentality of I need to make 50 grand right now. No, you make 50 grand in a year. That's more feasible for time. $50,000 a year is, 100, 200 bucks a day. And then if you stack them, I know, Wag, I understand that. Believe me. I get that. That's some dopamine. Definitely some dopamine. So, I mean, we're going to hit this gap here on the NQ. I want to short it. But not until it starts coming back. So I'm going to get it ready. I'm going to retest this pivot for 75 points. But I want it to... We'll do that. Let's see what we got for a stop loss. 57. No. We'll do 25 point stop loss. 1 mini. Yeah, definitely magnificent. Man, that sucks that your plane was canceled, really? Goodness. Probably all the like riots in the cities that are across the nation right now. Civil war. Boring. It's friggin' boring. Just got stuck. Boring. La di da da. Oh, we might go back to the pivot sooner than later. I mean, price got to keep moving. It's got to keep moving. So you're looking at a chart. Right there. I want to sell this one tick 911. It's not ready yet though. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. You know, I'll be here Monday through Friday, 8:15. This is the new gig. This is the new thing. Gonna be revamping some things, probably putting the ES up in a corner here. Right around here, and then maybe gold. Just to keep it more universal and set up. We can always look at different ones. So I'm actually designing that right now. To have more than just the NQ up in the 1 minute. Show the 15. The 15 is just pushing. Got a gap up there on the 15. So 30 minute. Man, we touched the bottom of this gap over here. Look, just tapped it, dropped. And I tell you what though, this gap indicator, Macdicator, what do you want to call it? Both Just crazy. Miss K911, are you in here? Or do I gotta talk to you through the NQ chat over there on the books? On live, Alex. Live Alex TWB. Say short. Back to this pivot. Confluence it with the QQQ, okay? Looking for some sort of setup. Aha, there you are. Down here. So, what is that price on NQ? Aha, there you are. Go back to 70. Yeah, 70, 50. What are you doing, ES? Rejecting a pivot? As I thought. But it popped off this pivot. Range day. Fridays. Yeah, Lucid's coming out with a new eval. Supposed to be better than the Flex. So I'm pretty excited. They're calling it the Lucid Black eval. So they have Lucid Pro, Lucid Flex, Lucid Black. Good question, Greco. Good question. All right, I'm gonna take a quick stretch. 1 second.
Think with bookmaps, follow that Alex on stream while the bubbles blow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Hey. Think with Bookmaps, trust that chat, slow control, no FOMO. Ryan Mac teaches that if you're here for the climb, not just the hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. London sky dark, but the chat run bright. Mom's, dad's grinders, all online tonight. ES too slow, and Q trying to steal the show. We just watch tape, keep the risk real or the flow. Listen and sing with me on a beat. Cars trade the schizo, then it dumps back down. GG community, scam a Ponzi. I love trading, smash the light. From first bell ring to the late night close. Same core crew, yeah, everybody knows. Think with Bookmap.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. You guys have a desk that you guys are sitting at? Can you guys stand up? Just, yeah. Get some good stretching in. Stand up. Get that back out stretched. Do aerobics with Ryan Mack, huh? Can't just sit here and watch the screen all the time. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. I can't even get my point right. All right. So we sit in front of a screen all day long, or at least some of us. Got to do some like stretches. You know, stretch that right arm. You know, stretch that left arm. You know, it's like, yeah, okay. Get that blood flowing. Goodness. Crack the back. Oh, getting old, man. Getting old. When it really comes down to it. You know, I mean, you can't let the chart beat you into a chair. And sometimes it will. So get that right leg up, you know, hold it, get some blood flow, you know, get that blood, you get that blood going through that body pretty good, you know. Probably sitting there looking at me like I'm crazy, but hey, it's all right. You know, you gotta stretch behind the arm, the leg, you know. Get that stretch going. Oh, man. Probably like, oh, this guy. Sitting here. Well, pull the neck over. Hold it for 1 second, 10 seconds, doesn't matter. You can't let that chart beat you into a chair. Because then we just sit there like this the whole time. Your legs get all messed up. Muscles get tense. But shake it out. So, we just get standing for a minute. Hold on 1 second. It's good to stand up and all right. Get that go. Twists. Oh, I can tell you're getting old. Getting old. Bend over and crack the lower back because it's just old. All right, we got that stretched out. All right, now kind of testing this thought process of a pivot. We do have some orders there at 40, 37, just above 37. So right here we do have some orders on the Bookmap. Now this is not coming back to low day, and if it is, then I hope you traded it. I'm gonna give it about 13 more minutes. For those of you who've stuck around and watched, thank you so much for supporting me. And live AlexTWB, we do kind of correlate together, so this is not a solo event. It looks like it's solo, but it's not. It's not. I'd rather work with people than work without them. You gotta have a team. Gotta have a team, a community, to build something. So we're all leaning on each other here, make something happen. And that's what's important. Staying with the community. Hold on 1 second. I gotta shut a door or a window. I'll be right back. No. I'm live. All right. Kids, they leave windows open. Might I add, it's like 26 degrees here. It's freaking cold. All right. Got like 19 minutes left. Oh. Hi, baby girl. My daughter just woke up. Oh, we're stuck up here. We're pinned up here, so it's gonna just range back and forth. Couple things we could do. And follow this down. Back up, back up. I gotta go situate my daughter real quick. $15 just opened. That's about all I'm going to give is another 15 minutes. See you later. To the moon, 9/11. One up. To that 911. Let's see if that gap holds. All right, well, I'm gonna give it 4 more minutes. Thank you so much for sticking with me, guys, gals, them, theys, all of the above. Looks like we're just gonna continue to push up. We got a resistance here at 935 from a prior setup that I drew out earlier. ES hitting 7,000 with a vengeance. Are we at high? Oh, we're so close. 5 more points, man. Pretty much 6 more points. We're there. I hope you have a great weekend too, Miss K. With your 911, look at that, 911. I'd be trading to that all day long. I mean, like 6-7, 911. All right, all right. About 3 more minutes. Give it about 3 more minutes. It's a tough market. That's why I'm just grateful for all the subs that I have, and most of them are from probably the LiveAleXTWB. So it's only a 2-hour stream, give or take. Today was a little bit longer because it's Friday, so we don't have trading tomorrow or Sunday. So, but be ready, Lucid. Lucid challenge next week, 150K. We're gonna go from Monday to Friday, work it out. We'll see how Monday brings. If Monday gets us a pass and we're on target, we should be able to follow through till Friday. So if you want to follow along, that'd be great. I'll be scheduling my streams out for the whole week next week and every day thereafter. This is gonna be kind of a normal thing for me. About an hour and a half, 2 hours. If I feel like making it 3. In the beginning stages, you might see a little bit longer. See me a little bit longer, but I'm gonna do a 150K challenge. So load up on 150K, join me. See if we can't make some money together and take a $3,000 withdrawal on Friday. I also have 350Ks that I need to trade next week too. So I got 150K and 350Ks, so 4 counts. See if we can't get a payout on one of them. The 150K I'm really hoping for. So yeah, we'll make it happen. So hopefully my mind is right by that time. We could take a trade. Take a trade the right way for at least 5 days straight. And one of them needs to be like 12 grand. So, but thank you. Much appreciated. Everybody's hanging out. Peace. Have a great weekend.
Gas beats on the vibe. TWB, we locked in.
Yeah, charts run deep when the lights go low. Alex on stream, letting all of it show. No hype, no cap, just the honest flow. We don't guess here, we just let it go. Watching Bookmap like it's painting truth. Every level tell a story, every flash got proof. I've seen traders break down trying to chase that move, but we sit still even when the price gets loose. You see red, you panic, we see red, we wait. Discipline, the difference between love and hate. It's not just lines, it's the way you breathe. WB taught me how to trade and lead. Think with Bookmaps, don't just feel. Most want thrills, but this game's too real. One clean setup, that's the deal. This ain't about luck, it's how you heal. Mind sharp, wrist light, wrist tight. Streaming live, but my head's on right. Let the world rush, I stay calm. Found my edge in the quiet, not the storm. Sometimes I stare at the chart for an hour straight. No trade, no stress, just protecting fate. Most lose fast, trying to move like greats, but greatness waits, that's the part they fake. Seen people blow bags off a single loss. Ego loud when you don't know the cost. Alex talking, I just take the notes. Every word hit different when your soul's that close. I don't need hype, I just need that zone. I don't need signals, I can see it on my own. Flow with the tape, heart on chill, master the mind. That's the real skill. Think with book maps, feel that pace. WB fam, we don't chase. Price don't lie, you just gotta see that patience is profit eventually. Protect that peace, don't trade to impress. Most just flex, but they trade in stress. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too. Yeah, think with book maps, feel that pace. TWB fam, we don't chase. Price don't lie, you just gotta see that patience is profit eventually. Protect that peace, don't trade to impress. Most just flex, but they trade in stress. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too.